Alright. Level 60, so I may not be able to do this, but we'll see. Let's give it a shot. May have to grind a little bit before I do this. Limits will consume less MP. Drive gauge can't be used. Okay. Alright, we'll see if I can do this. Worst case scenario, I just have to wait till I'm a little bit stronger before I come here. There we go. First round through. There we go. I don't really need to worry too much about time, so because there's no time limits here. I just gotta get through the ball, so I just gotta make sure I don't lose any health. So as long as I got plenty of healing, I should be alright. Alright, these guys could be a problem. Match number 4. Let's get rid of the cars as quick as possible. One car just got pissy. A little bit more before he gets pissy. Kill him before he gets pissy. Okay, got one. Got the other one. Good. Okay. Cool. Alright, let's throw down me a potion. Oh, we got these guys now. MP's almost restored. Bolt reversal. There we go. There we go. Got them all. Nice. Doing good. Donald's out of MP. Which that's not good. If I need healing and I'm in the middle of MP charge, it's kind of a problem. They're doing fine. Into double score mode. Nice. All right. A little bit more, and these guys will be finished. One more left. There we go. Okay. Alright, Donald got his MP, got some MP back, so that's good. I don't know if everybody gets a full MP and HP charge after each battle or not. Boy, I really wish we could use drive forms here. Make this just a little bit easier. Actually, making it a lot easier. Not that it's really hard right now, but just a lot easier is better than what it is. Okay, alright. Magic on these guys. Got him in the air. Let's air juggle him a little bit. And finish him off with that. There we go. Very nice. Very nice way to handle them. They're completely useless if they're in the air. Alright, pretty much survive. So we'll just hang around a while. Let's go ahead and throw down one Mega Ether. Yeah, I love that Mega. It sucks them all in. Does so much damage. Very nice. I like how I'm actually Kind of use like a small magnet magic to do a little damage too. That's pretty cool. Alright. Survive that one. What's next? A semi-final match. Okay, so we got only 2 to go. Now there's a Pain and Panic Cup, but I got a feeling it's going to be Squall and Yuffie again. So if that's the case, I'm going to pretty much apply the same strategy as before. Focus on Yuffie first, and then Squall. All right, what's left? I don't see anything. There we go. Final match. Who's it against? I got full HP, almost full HP, OMP. Yep, here we go. Going for Yuffie first. That's the wrong one, but whatever, I don't care now. She's teleporting around the map, which is always annoying. Donald's out of MP, so I gotta watch my HP to make sure I don't go down. I need to heal. There we go. Is Yuffie down? Yuffie's not down yet. Okay, now she's almost down. Just needs one more hit. Alright, now she's down. Yeah, she's down. Now it's just Squall. And since he can't teleport, we got this under control. And he's out. Alright, nice. We completed all of them. And didn't get any rewards for it? What the hell? Really? Okay, well, there's all the tournaments. I guess that's it. Alright. I'm surprised I didn't get any rewards for that at all. Alright, check the crafting shop. Turn on synthesis materials and EVP boost, serenity gem, and all recipes. Alright, what recipes did we give him? Defense boost, petite ribbon, and moon amulet. What is a petite ribbon? Well, I can make one. I can also make a moon ribbon, or a moon amulet rather, with plenty of spare items left over. I've always been curious what the moon amulet is. Okay, let's do that. Let's make a petite ribbon. Don't need to cut the materials in half. So I'm going to take it down by 1. That's no big deal. I don't mind using the bright gem to increase the Moogle's level. Slightly increases all resistances and extremely increases defense. Okay, I will take a look at that. Moon amulet. Alright. Can't use a bright gem. Don't worry about cutting the materials in half, because I got 11 of them. I'm only going to take 3. Highly increases strength and magic, and also greatly increases maximum AP. Okay, and we make a defense boost. What about free development? What we got there? Nothing. And creations. I can make another petite ribbon. I can make another moon amulet. What's the petite ribbon give me? 24 experience. And we can't boost that to 20. I can't boost that to 48 because I don't have enough. Alright, first let's see what those do. What does that do? Protect belt. Yeah, I got that. Petite ribbon gives you 10% additional fire, blizzard, thunder, and dark defense. So it's only 10% boost instead of 20, but it does give you 2 extra points of defense. Okay, I will lose 8% across the fire blizzard thunder, but I'd gain up to 12% under dark and 2 points of defense. Chaos anklet. I only go down to 10% defense on dark. So if I do want to replace an Aegis chain, or do I want to replace the Chaos anklet with it? It's 28% still nice. I mean, it's not as good as the 36% I've got. I'm gonna go with that. I'm going to replace the replace. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna just do that. And then I got this item. What was it? Not the skillful ring. It's 5 points. Moon amulet. It doesn't increase it by that much. It's still only 3 points. Let's see. 5, 7, and 4. So it's not going to do me any good. Donald 5, 4, and 4. Goofy 3, 1, and okay. This will probably do way better here because he gets he keeps his AP, but he gets an extra point of strength and 2 points of magic, even though he doesn't use magic. Okay, we'll do that. Oh, here it is. Okay. All right. I am where I am right now is I'm in the original the real Twilight Town, not the simulated Twilight Town. I'm in the real Twilight Town in the corridor that's down here to Sora's there's also a daylight puzzle piece here. This is the pod Sora was sleeping in. This display allows you to check on the conditions inside the pods. Okay. This is the real Twilight Town, and in the obviously the area where the pods were, where Sora, Donald, and Goofy were sleeping. I couldn't see that line for some reason. And this chest here gave me the ultimate recipe, which is the recipe I need to craft Ultima weapon for Sora. So if you're looking for the ultimate recipe, that's where you need to look. Go to the real Twilight Town, go into the basement here, and go toward where Roxas met up with Sora. There'll be a chest there. That's the one you need. Alright. Send materials and recipes. Alright, let's take a look at the ultimate recipe. Ultima weapon. Alright, I need 13 Orishulkums, 1 with the pluses, 1 Orishulkum, 1 Mithril Crystal, 1 Dense Crystal. Okay. I have everything I need except the right amount of Orishulkum pluses. Now, with this particular recipe, I can tell you there is a limited number of Orishulkum pluses throughout the game. And that number is the exact number that you need in order to build Ultima Weapon. And that number is way less than 13. I believe it is 7. Because 13 divided by 2 would be 6.5. Yeah. And that rounds up to 7. So, we need 7 Orishulkums. 7 Orishulkum pluses. I have the right amount of everything else. So I'm still missing 2 Orishulkum pluses. Where could they be? Alright, let's see if I can look up that information. Okay, looked up some information, and apparently I am missing one by a save point, apparently. One of the, we've got the 5 that I've gained so far I've gained 5 so far, as we already know, and I need 2 more. One of them requires you to get at least one of every type and tier of crafting item in the game. In other words, every shard, gem, crystal, and stone of every type of every crafting item in the game. Blazing, frost, so on and so on and so on and so forth, with the exception of Orishulkums. So I need to go check a save point real quick. Be right back. Apparently there is one over here. Aha, sure is. I missed this one right here. There's Orishulkum plus number 6. Okay, so now I have that's what I'm looking for. However, I will do one last thing, and that's pretty much the only thing I can do that's left that I should be able to do and still be able to, and before I go to the end game, and that is obtain final form. You might remember I talked about this back in when I first had access to it. You can only obtain final form once you have obtained all the other forms in the game, obviously, which is not what you have to do, because in order to get final form, you have to go through a certain point in the game, which, okay, I'm getting vague about this. So I don't need to get so vague about it. In order to get final form, you have to have all the previous drive forms, and you have to have gone through the cutscene, at least the cutscene, where you see Sora fight Roxas in the land that never was. Those of you playing on the PlayStation 2, the original PlayStation 2 version, all you gotta do is go through that cutscene, and you're done. You're ready to go. You can start getting final form. Those of you who are playing the final mix version, like I am, you have to win the battle, of course, in order to see the cutscene. So you have to fight the battle between Sora and Roxas. Either way, the Sora and Roxas thing has to happen. Once that happens, then you need to go and change into your drive form and hope that you can trigger anti-form. Once you've triggered anti-form a certain number of times, which I think it varies between Final Mix and the original version, can't say for sure. Once you've triggered it enough times, once you trigger another form again that would have normally triggered anti-form, you will trigger final form instead. So the quicker way to do that, at least for your Final Mix guys, is I'm going to return to Twilight Town, and I want to go to the station. I want to go to Central Station, and I want to equip the Keyblade to become. You want to equip the 2 Become 1 Keyblade on your main hand, I believe. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. I'm going to place the Oblivion with 2 Become 1. There it is. And now, whenever I trigger a drive form, it will possibly trigger final form. I don't know why I came. This is not where I want to come to do this. Can you do that? Can you do that there? You should be able to do it here. Okay, hold on. Let me correct what I'm saying. I went here. I didn't mean to go here. I need to go to Olympus Coliseum. And you go to Olympus Coliseum, land in the regular area, and then you want to go to. I apologize for all this running around. I'm remembering things differently than the way it needs to be done. First of all, you have to go past you have to be past the cutscene where Roxas fights Sora. First thing. Then you have to have triggered anti-form enough times that you reach the criteria that next time you would normally trigger anti-form, that's when you'll trigger final form. Now, if you equip, for those of you playing the Final Mix version, if you equip the 2 Become 1 Keyblade, it will increase the likeliness that when you change forms, you will transform into anti-form instead of whatever form you're trying to change into. Now, once you have, the upside to that is, it will also increase the likeliness that you'll trigger final form, because if you've already triggered anti-form enough times that you reach the criteria required to get final form, once you actually trigger final form, or once you trigger your forms that will trigger anti-form, you're likely to get to final form quicker. I hope I'm making sense here. I hope I'm not babbling too much. You guys are having a misunderstanding. Let me try and see if I can clean it up just a little bit more. 2 Become 1 increases the likeliness of triggering anti-form. But if you've already reached the criteria required to gain anti-form, having 2 become 1 will likely increase the chance of triggering final form. Does that make better sense? Does that clean up a little bit better? I hope I'm not babbling too much and throwing too much stuff out. I think I made more sense with that now. So here's the fastest way, in my opinion, to try to trigger final form. Equip the 2 become 1 Keyblade, like I said, enter the tournament, and go to the Cerberus Cup, because the Cerberus Cup allows you to trigger drive forms. Go into the Cerberus Cup, doesn't matter where you start. As soon as the battle starts, you'll get a full drive gauge and immediately trigger a form. We triggered anti-form. Okay, so that's good. That's good. The good thing is we triggered anti-form, which means we haven't... Okay, well, the bad side is, since we triggered anti-form, that means we haven't reached the criteria needed to gain final form, because we triggered anti-form instead of final. So, what I want to do is I want to go ahead and quit. The upside to that is we have at least increased our chances of getting final form, because we've added another tally mark to the time, how many times we transformed into final form. So let's go ahead and do this again. Go to Cerberus Cup, say yes. As soon as the battle starts, trigger a form, solid form. We trigger a giant form again. Okay, let's go ahead and quit. I think this counts. Let's try it again. Alright, solid form.